I was going over today we are back. So today we're going to be doing nations. Okay, what's going on, rolls? By the way, okay, I'm gonna have to do this. There we go. Okay, so for today, guys, we're going to be doing some more nations roleplay 3. Now today we're going to be doing something kind of different. Okay, we're going to be doing we're going to be doing another. Well, I think for today, guys, we're going to be doing a World War One roleplay. Okay, yeah, I've not been doing that yet. Oh yeah, I actually wanted. So yeah, today we're going to be doing like a World War One roleplay. So basically, we're going to be doing like the whole World War. So I'm going to be doing my version of World War One. All right, in the game. World of Revolution. Okay. Alright, so let's do this. Let's go into Nation of War 3. So yeah, we're gonna be doing. It's gonna be kind of different today. So yeah, it's gonna be kind of different today because yeah, basically we're going to be doing because yeah, I've always ever been doing a Nation of War 3. World War 2, but so for today, guys, we're gonna be doing World War 1, but so yeah, we're gonna be doing World War 1 today. Alright, so let's do it. Alright, so here we go in 3, 2, 1. Alright, so today we're going to be doing a World War One, but my version. So basically a different World War One play. Alright, so let's get started. Also, I'm going to turn the map. Let me turn off the board as well, because then it's more neater. Alright, let's go. Let's turn it to 1914. Alright, and if we go all the way down to 1914. Okay, there we go. Alright, and boom! We're in the 1914 world. Alright, so, yeah, for today, guys, we're going to be doing the World War One roleplay. Alright, so let's get started. So, first of all, what we're going to do. So, first of all, the first thing that happens is that, so, let's get started, guys. So the first thing that would happen is that the Archduke of Ferdinand will be assassinated by the Serbians, and then not yet. So the first thing that would happen is that the Austro-Hungary's prince will visit Serbia and then get assassinated, and then Austro-Hungary will blame Serbia, and then we'll give them like an ultimatum to do things, but they reject. Okay, so yeah, then they declare war. Okay, so that's going to cause Russia to declare war. Germany declared war, and then France and UK declared war on them, right? And yeah, Belgium joins war. So, the first thing that's gonna... Oh wait, I feel it's... Wait, I don't know... Wait, let me just quickly reset this real quick. I don't know if it's meant to or not. Let's say it like that. Alright, it was not. Alright, so let's get started. So the first thing that'll happen is Austro-Hungary would declare war on... So they'll declare war on Serbia. Now they're going to take a few lands. So yeah, that's it. Now, the Russians are going to push. So the Russians are going to push through here, and they'll cut. So the Russians will push through from the above, okay, go into about here. Now, the French, then the Germans are going to declare war on Belgium, and they're going to push through Belgium right here, alright, capturing it, and then they're going to do a bit of a push. Okay, now, they're going to go kind of good until Britain comes in with their aid, and then the French are just going to push it back, right? So they're going to push them back from their land. Now, now, here we go. So then, some new countries are going to join the war. Okay, that don't actually want to be neutral. So Sweden's going to join the war on the Axis powers. Oh, sorry, the Central powers. Spain and Portugal. So Spain's going to join and then Portugal and is going to join the Allied powers, and then Spain's also going to join the Allied powers. Okay, so yeah, and then Spain's going to join the Central powers. So with the Spanish joining the Central powers, they're going to declare war on Portugal. So France is going to see that, and then they're going to declare war on France. Now they're going to go through some of French territory, and then Italy, and then Austria-Hungary will now declare war on, and then Austria-Hungary is now going after Italy. Okay, they'll push into Venice, and then they're going to go through a couple of territories. Now, France is going to send aid to Italy, so that's going to cause a pushback from Italy. Okay, so pushing back the territory, and then they're going to start pushing into the territory. Now, Germany sends aid to Austria-Hungary, so that's going to cause them to take back the land, and then they're going to push through more territory. Okay, going back to the little empire. Now they're going to stop there, and then basically Italy's now split. Now, French are going to supply this Italian border, so they're going to protect it, and then they're going to go through navy and then protect it. Okay, so yeah, now they've lost some of their land. Okay, and then Germany is going to now push through now, and then Germany's going to now push through. So then Germany's going to try and make a counterattack on the Germans. Okay, they're going to push through the Germans. They're going to go into the Baltics. They're going to go to Lithuania, Latvia, and Estonia. Okay, they're also going to go through St. Petersburg. So yeah, they're going to go through as much territory as they possibly could. Okay. All right, and yeah, they're going to go through right here. Alright, so yeah, basically that's gonna cause some problems there. Now, Austria-Hungary now sees their chance, and they're gonna push the Russians out of their territory, and then they're going to make their own countermeasures. Now Romania's going to try and declare war on them, but that's going to cause all the Central powers to kind of hate. So basically now Austria-Hungary, Germany are going to go through the north, and then Bulgaria is going to join as war as well, and they're going to go through the south. All right. So now Bulgaria, Romania is down to 2 territories, okay, and yet then Bulgaria finished off. So yeah, now Romania is kicked out of the map. Now Greece joins this war as well, and they declare war on Bulgaria. Okay, so basically they're going to now now what they're going to do is they're going to declare war on Bulgaria. Okay, now they're going to push through here. Alright, there we go. Let's go back, guys. Alright, guys. So then with Greece joining the war. Right, it's gonna be a bit of an impact on the Turks. Okay, so then they're going to take over Istanbul from Turkey, and then they're going to go through Turkey. Now, obviously, Turkey will not let that happen. Okay, so what they're going to do is, they're going to push back the Turks, and then Bulgarians will go through here and take back their land. So, then Turkey will now declare war on Albania, just for extra land, and yeah, so then they're gonna liberate they're going to liberate Montenegro and Serbia. Okay, just to occupy the land, so just for protection. Now, what they're gonna do next is then Russia is going to So Russia's gonna go through and take back the land, and then they're gonna go through and they're gonna fight back in the Germans. So they're gonna fight back, and then they're gonna reclaim the Balkans, and then they're going to now attack. And then basically reclaim land. Okay, then they're going to start attacking their land. Okay, so there we go. So with that happening, back over here in the French and Spain war, Spain is going to push back the French from their lands, and then they're going to start attacking Germany. Okay, now they're gonna go through Andorra, liberate them, and then then they're going to attack. Well, not liberate, but take them over. And yeah, then they're going to attack France from the south. Now, that's going to be the Germans. That's going to be the Germans push. Okay, now the Germans are going to push. That's going to take a lot of. They're going to push through right here. Now, Belgium is going to try. UK is going to try and protect them. But so then Spain sees what they're doing, and then they're going to declare when UK. Okay, taking over some more. Now, obviously, look. Wait, that's not really bad again, but now that's gonna cause quite a lot of then a lot of things will happen. Okay, now so then there'll be some war, and then so basically that happens. But so then the French see that, but the French are kind of stronger. So what they're gonna do is they're actually going to hold back, and they're gonna push from the Germans. So they're pushing from the Germans. And then also, so they're going to push through, and then they're going to defeat Belgium. Okay, then what we're going to do, they're going to liberate Belgium and Luxembourg. Okay, and then they're going to push back the Spanish, and then even take over some of the land. Okay, now they're going to liberate Andorra, and then they're going to push them out of the land. Now there's going to be some war happening in the colonies. Okay, so basically, so let's get started. So over here in the colonies, so basically what happens first is that Spain will now declare war on Morocco. So they're going to use their land, and then they're officially going to take over Morocco. Now they're also going to go down the south, right? But before they do it, actually, France gets some of their men and then bring them over down here to the south, okay, with the border of over here. And then they're going to start declaring war on Western Sahara, taking that over. They're going to go through Canary Islands, and then they're going to start taking over Morocco. So they're going to go through the top Morocco, and then they're going to go through here, and then they're going to kick out the Moroccans. So now they're liberating Moroccans back into their territory. Now, the Germans are going to use their puppet to declare war on the British puppet. So what they're going to do is they're going to declare war over here, and they're going to kind of surround the British puppet right here, and then they're just going to go through. Okay, so yeah, and then that's going to cause, and then they're also going to attack Liberia, Sierra Leone, and then they're going to start again. Then they start from the south right here, pushing through that. Now they actually do take over Southern Principe as well. Yeah, their actual plan was to get rid of Spain, so they betrayed. So yeah, now that Alexander Powers betrayed Spain. Okay, so now what happens next is Spain sees what they're doing, and they join the Axis powers. Okay, so with the so now they peace treat France, and they join the Central Powers. Now, sorry, Allied powers. So with the peace treaty, guys, Spain gets all of their colonies back. So Spain gets all of their colonies back. So basically, Spain gets all their colonies back, but they do lose a couple to. They get their colonies back, and yeah, so then so with their peace treaty, guys, they get all of their colonies back, and then they officially get the one back. So yeah, now what they're gonna do is, now France actually hates Spain, so yeah, what they're gonna do is they're gonna liberate Andorra, liberate Andorra. Now so then they declare war on them again, which is actually kind of shocking for Spain. And yeah, the whole plan was to so they're going to try and make the Spanish surrender. Okay, so yeah, then the Spanish then take over Madrid, and Spain surrender. So in the surrendering, guys, they fully take over all of their puppet states. Alright, so they're going to take over all the puppet states, and then, so yeah, making them theirs, and then they're going to take over here, and then they're going to take over all the land, okay, and then they're officially going to start a new Spanish revolt, okay, then Spain's going to revolt, and then basically and then French is going to help them, and yeah, then the French are going to give them the land, and then officially Spain will be kicked out of their territory, okay, so yeah, now with the new Spain, they'll give them their colonies. So they're gonna give them their colonies right here. Alright, so they're gonna get some colonies in. Now, with this new Spanish revolt, now Spain is becoming democracy. Okay, yeah, they were nationalists before, but now there's democracy. Yeah, so yeah, they were, so they're now a new democracy country. So yeah, now they're gonna fall. Now, so what they're gonna do, they're gonna help out by bring. So now Portugal is actually gonna help out as well through here. Okay, they're gonna kick the Germans over here through this territory. And then they're going to, and then Spain is going to join in the war through Southern Principe, and then they're going to kick over to Cameroon. Okay, now the British are going to go through and take back the colonies and take over Liberia, and then France is going to push from over here. Okay, and then yeah, then officially, and yeah, they officially push back. Now the Germans push back from Spain, and then the French are going to now push back as well, and they're going to take over there. Okay, now, that's gonna cause. So yeah, then the French will come in and push, through here. Okay, they'll push through there. Now, that's gonna be it. That's gonna be it for like the war over here, okay, between the Germans. Now, Germans are gonna use their next puppet to kind of declare war on the UK. So what they're gonna do is they're gonna send them some aid, and then they're gonna declare war on Mozambique, and then they'll go back again. Now, British are going to demolish this puppet state. Okay, so they're gonna demolish. So they're gonna go through the puppet state, and they're going to demolish. Okay, then the Portuguese will push them back through Mozambique. Right, so yeah, that's when the German puppet's gone. And then basically surrender. So then with the surrendering, Britain takes over it. Now, over here, inside of, so then over here with this British puppet, the French are going to, declare war on it. And then they're going to take over. And then with British help, they're going to kick out this French puppet too, or German puppet. So then they declare war on Togo, take over that, and then they're fine. And then basically, so yeah, then the British are going to declare war on this other. So yeah, and then British are going to now take over. And then Britain is going to now declare war on. So yeah, then the German puppet down here, they're going to send a lot of their men to it. And then they're going to push into the British territory. They're going to take over this part of Angola, and then they're going to go through Mozambique. And then they're going to go through all of South America. Alright, South Africa, I mean. And then they're going to keep on pushing through. Okay, then they're going to send some of the Navy, reclaim some of their territories back. Alright, now, the French see that, and they push the Germans back, kick them out of their land, and then the British are going to attack through here. So we're going to attack through there, and then they're going to attack through Namibia, and then they're going to go through the South Africans, and then they're going to push through. Okay, so kicking around the mainland. So then the Portuguese come in and push back the Germans, and then they're going to surrender. Okay, so then the Germans are... See, now the Germans are kicked out of Africa. So I've accidentally made it into media, but now, so with that new peace treaty gone, okay, with that new peace treaty, yeah, so now the Germans are officially kicked out of Africa. Now, they're still in Asia, with this little peace treaty, okay, so yeah, then Britain comes in and kicks them out of this little power right here. And then the British are going to now declare war on the New Guinea. Now Germans use New Guinea, and then they're going to go through here. Okay, now basically the Japanese are going to join this war on the side of the British, and then they're gonna go through. They're gonna go through some islands. Okay, so they're gonna take over some. Some like German lands, and then they're going to go through New Guinea, and then they're going to help out the British right here, kick them out, okay? And then they're going to go through the south, okay? So basically kicking them out. Now, that's gonna cause the Germans to lose pretty much a lot of their colonies. Now so then the peace treaty, guys, Britain takes over all of Papua New Guinea, okay? So yeah, with the Japanese peace treaty. So, now that's going to be kind of good for the Germans. Okay, yeah, and then they're also going to take over this territory here. So yeah, basically that's going to cause some good relations between the Japanese and British. Now, back over in the Europe, the Turks are going to the British are going to now declare. Oh, so back over here in Europe, back over here in Europe, guys. Russia is going to attack. So back in this map, guys, Russia is going to declare war, and so yeah, then Russia is going to go through and liberate Romania, and then they're gonna take over a few lands of Bulgaria. Now Bulgaria is going to push back. So they're gonna push back. All right, and yeah, then so yeah, push back. Now Romania's gonna get liberated. Oh jeez, I forgot. So then Romania. So then Romania is gonna get liberated. Now also, so there we go. Now, the next thing that happens is Sweden joins this war, and what they do is they declare war on Norway. So what they're gonna do is they're gonna push through the Norwegian territories through here. They're gonna capture that. Let me make him into a better color, because I don't really know what that color is, so I'm just gonna make him into this color, carnation pink. So, then they're going to go through and kick out the now so then what happens next, guys, is the British are going to declare war on Germans. Okay, so the British are going to sail their navy over here. Okay, and they're going to make a landing. Oh, that's wrong call. They're going to go through the British. Okay, they're going to go through Hamburg. Now that's so the first. So yeah, then then basically that happens. Okay, now the Germans try anything they could, but it will not work. Now. So the first plan is to get rid of Germany. So all of the Allies focus mainly on Germany. Okay, basically, and then so they go through, take over a bunch of land from the Germans. Okay, and then Russians come through, and then Russians come through from over here in the north, and then they take over the British. Okay, so yeah, then they meet up in Berlin, and then British troops. Oh, jeez. Then British troops will expand over here. And then British troops will expand over here. And then French troops will expand from the south. So yeah, then they all kind of go through Germany, and then they all split up Germany. Okay, so then basically making and then basically making the Russians have making the Russians making all of them split up Germany. So that's the end of the German war. Okay, now what happens next, guys, is now they're focusing on Austria-Hungary. So what they're gonna do is the Greeks are going to go through from Serbia, and then they're going to kick the Serbs out. Okay, then they're going to do a little war over here. So then they're going to declare. So yeah, then the Russians and Greeks will both go through and split up. So yeah, then Romania. So then Romania gets liberated by the Russians. Okay, so now they're officially back. Now what they're going to do next is they're going to go through, and then they're going to split Bulgaria. So that happens. Then the Italians will come in and they'll kick the Germans out of their corner. Okay, then they're going to the Austro-Hungary. So they're going to kick the Austro-Hungaries out now. They're gonna then Romania is going not Romania. Then the Germans are done. The Bulgarians are done. And then Turkey is kind of the next target. So what they're going to do is the French and British, they're going to go through. So yeah, then the British are going to make a new country called Saudi Arabia. So they're gonna kind of help out Saudi Arabians. They're gonna revolt, and then they're gonna take over Saudi Arabia. Now, the British are going to the British are going to go through here. They're going to go through Yemen, and then they're going to take over that. Now, the Saudi Arabians are going to so Saudi Arabians will now declare war on Turkey, and they're going to go through and get some of the land back, right, from the Turks. Now then Israel will. So then what happens next, guys, is Israel. Alright, we'll just make a. So then the British are going to go through, and then they're going to reclaim some of their lost colonies, okay? And then they're going to go through and reclaim Jordan. Now, then the French are going to come in, send in some aid, and then they're going to go for Lebanon, and then they're going to go through Syria, okay, claim Syria. Now, they're both going to. And then British are going to take over Iraq, right? And then they're going to liberate Iraq into a brand new country. So they're going to liberate Iraq. And then Turkey gets attacks from, and then Turkey officially does get split. Okay, British take over this part right here. The French take over a few of these lands, and then Russia is going to come in, and then Russia's going to go through from the northern part, and then Greece, and then Greece comes in through over here, right? And then Italy is going to claim, this land, and then the Greeks are going to continue their eruption. So then the British expand more over here. The French expand more over here, and then so then Turkey comes something like this, okay? So, then with the Turks almost dead, Austria-Hungary is the last country left. So what they're going to do is, basically now they're kind of scared, okay? Basically the Russians are attacking through the north, right here. And then they're going to go through and attack, they're going to go through Czechoslovakia, take over that. And then France, and then Italy is going to then Italy stopped. Okay, now the British are going to land over here in Slovenia. They're going then the British. So then the Italians are going to go through, and they're going to take over Slovenia. And then the French are going to go through. They're going to get some land off of Austria, and then they're going to go through and liberate Austria. And then they're going to go through, and so then Austrian capital's dead. Okay, now they still got Hungary, but so then the Greeks are going to continue. The Greeks are going to continue from over here in the south, and then Romania is going to go, and then Romania is going to go through, and they're going to take over their Transnistria. Okay, so becoming like this, and then the Greeks, French. Then the Romanians will take over this part. Russians will take over this part. And then Greeks are going to go through this part. And then lastly, the French are going to go through this part. Okay, splitting up the Austria-Hungary. So that's now basically the whole. Oh yeah, and then Sweden joins this war. So then what they're going to do next is Romania. So yeah, then since obviously Sweden joined this war, the Russians are going to attack Sweden. Now they're going to get British, Germany, and British, French, Romanian, and Greek aid, and then they're going to go through, and then they're going to liberate Norway, and then they go through the south right here, and then basically that's going to cause the Swedish to surrender. Now, Turkey, Turkey's kind of the only one left. Okay, but yeah, they surrender to the they do surrender to the Central Powers. Now, here's basically the peace treaty of it. Okay, so yeah, so here's the peace treaty of the world. Okay, all right, so yeah, now, the Turks actually do make a pushback. So yeah, so the Turks gonna feel like they're going in, but yeah, then they make a massive push. Well, yeah, so yeah, then they officially surrender to. They officially surrender themselves. Oh, they do officially surrender themselves to the British. Alright, so to the outposts. Now let's see the peace treaty of the country. So let's go load. Alright, so yeah, let's go load into 1990. Okay, so here's the peace treaty of the country. So basically, so you can just start the revolution in 1990. Okay, so it looks on. Let's just quickly fill in the spots with the. So yeah, let's just quickly do this. Okay, I don't. Can honestly, this is not what happens. I'm just trying to fill in all the spots here. Oh wait, I'm just trying to fill in the spots right here for like the Russian Empire. I'll be right back, guys. Alright, so here's the peace treaty. So the peace treaty of the country. So basically, French take over Bulgaria a little bit. The UK takes over Istanbul, and then soon all the countries you get, and then all these countries become part. So yeah, then all that happens. And then Turkey lost something like this case. So they basically lost Istanbul, and then basically they like this case. So yeah, basically they've lost a bit of their territory. Okay, now over here, Russians. Alright, and then over here, in Sweden, since they joined the war, they get a bit long taken. So yeah, Denmark takes over all of this, and then Russians take over Coruna and that part. And then the Germans, so then Leipzig and Munich become independent, and then Russia, sorry, not Russia. And then French take over, and then French do take over Rhineland. Okay, then Britain, and so that they get their territories, and then down over here in Africa, the French are going to take over that part. French gets that part. British get this land, and then basically that, and then South Africa becomes independent again, and then Japanese gets a couple of parts from China. And yeah, then Japanese get this part, and then the Austria, and then UK gets that part. So that's basically the end of the World War I. Okay, so yeah, basically the French do. I want to fill in the French colour real quick to steel blue because it's kind of a proper colour for it. Well, yeah, so that's basically the peace treaty, guys, of the whole war. Now, also if you guys do see it here, Greece does. And then Greece does get. And wait, let me just fill in. Let's fill in Greece real quick into the country, into here. Now, the Greeks are going to take over this part of Bulgaria as well. So yeah, Bulgaria is pretty much lost. And then Hungary, and then this is the peace treaty of Austria-Hungary. So Yugoslavia gets a couple of parts. I don't know why it's like that, but so yeah, and then so Hungary gets that but so basically this is the peace treaty, guys, of the war. Okay, now actually I want to share this real quick. This is the actual peace treaty of the country in the actual war. Okay, legit. This is legit the peace treaty. Yeah, so yeah, French take over here, and then obviously in 1990 we had the Soviet Union lost. So yeah, basically it's kind of crazy, basically, but yeah. So that's basically the peace treaty, guys, from that last month. All right, so. If you guys enjoyed today's video, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification button and see any videos on the channel. And we'll see you guys next time. Bye.